Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Beta, I hope you are clear with part B, and let's move on to part C. Question number 1. How did the woman know the narrator? Why did she want to meet him? See, the woman used to read books. Okay, so the woman knew the narrator as she had read a book of him and appreciated it a lot. Okay, she also wanted to meet him because she was passing through Paris and wanted to have a chat with him. Okay. What impression did the narrator gather of the woman when he met her? See, when they went to meet at Foyt's, the narrator expected her to be young, but on the contrary, she was not so young as he had expected. Her personality was imposing rather than attractive. He thought the woman would be attractive, but she was imposing. She was a woman of 40 and very talkative. He expected to be a girl of around 20s or 30s, but she turned out to be a woman of 40 and he found her very talkative as well. Talkative hota beta batuni. Let's move on to question number 3. Why was the narrator panic-stricken while they were waiting for the asparagus to be cooked? Panic-stricken होता बेटा क्यों वो बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान था जब एस्पैरागस कुक हो रहे थे तो क्यों वो परेशान था? The narrator was panic-stricken during the wait for the asparagus because he was only thinking about the bill. As he had only a small amount of money in his pocket and the Foyt's was very costly restaurant, he was not sure whether he had enough to pay the bill as the lady had ordered so many dishes. He was also planning how he would manage in case of shortage of money. He was thinking about the plans. Okay, that's why he was panic stricken during the wait for the asparagus. Why did the narrator order coffee for himself also? See, when he came to know that he would not be left with any money and he would not be able to enjoy coffee for the whole coming month. That's why he was past caring then, and so he ordered coffee for himself. Okay, as he knew that he would not be able to enjoy coffee for the whole month, therefore he should relish का मतलब होता है बेटा enjoy करना ही. He should relish the coffee at that time. Okay. What is the waiter's contribution in allowing the woman to have a gorgeous meal? Whenever we go to a restaurant, beta, the waiter of course come to us to get orders. Okay, so as waiters are supposed to do their duty by asking for things again and again. Okay, the waiter came again and again to woman to get further orders, and the woman also ordered one after the other other expensive dishes to continue in her conversation, ताकि वो क्या कर सके narrator से बात भी करती रहे and she could enjoy all the dishes. To continue in the conversation with the writer. The waiter did his duty by heart. उसने पूरे दिल से अपनी ड्यूटी दी and served them all the ordered dishes such as salmon, asparagus and off-season peaches. Thus, he made the lunch gorgeous for the woman. Okay, odds and values. So the narrator's meeting with the woman begins with his being flattered and hospitable. Flattered बेटा होता है जब आपकी कोई praise करता है, आप उनके words को believe कर लेते हो, that is what flattered. And hospitable, that is जब आप किसी को आप क्या करते हो, आपको कोई respect करता है, जब आप किसी के घर जाते हो या आप किसी को invite करते हो तो आप उनको अच्छी तरह treat करते हो. And ends with being mortified. Mortified होता है humiliated, insulting, and disgusted is disapproval. कि आप इस मीटिंग को लेकर काफी क्या हो नाराज हो गए हो, काफी shameful feel कर रहे हो, काफी humiliated feel कर रहे हो. Discuss his different states of mind. See, when the narrator met the woman, he thought that it would be little difficult to have lunch at the Foyt's as it was very expensive restaurant, and he had to compromise with some of his basic needs. Okay, but during the luncheon, he found that the lady had been ordering one after the other expensive dishes, and ultimately the whole lunch cost him the amount whatever he had to spend for the whole month. Even at the end, the narrator started planning what to do in case he faced shortage of money while paying the bill. Okay, in this way, the lunch became disgusted for him because he planned that only he had 80 francs overall, and he thought a modest luncheon would cost approximate 8 to 10 francs, but he had to pay the entire money he had in his pocket. Okay, I'm reading the answer for you. When the narrator met the woman, he thought that it would be little difficult to have lunch at the forts. He would have to compromise with some of his needs, but during the lunch, he found that the lady was ordering one after the other expensive dishes, and ultimately, the whole lunch cost the amount whatever he was having to spend the whole month. Even at the end, the narrator started planning what to do in case of shortage of money. In this way, the lunch became disgusted. Now, moving on to part B, the woman calls narrator a humorist. Who do you think actually contributes to the humor in the story? How? See, when the woman was finally saying bye to the narrator, and when the narrator said, "I will not eat anything for dinner tonight. I will follow your example and will not eat anything for dinner tonight." Then she said, narrator, that you are really a humorist. आप बड़े मजाकिया हो. But who actually contributes to the humor? Actually, it was the lady or the female fan of the narrator who is actually a humorist in the story, as her statements contradict with her behavior. As she used to say, "I never take anything for lunch." First of all, then she said, "I just take a bit of for the lunch and then I never eat anything." So these things tells her that she was a humorist. Okay, let me read out this thing for you. The story presents many amusing situations where the woman arouses humor. One single idea that she hardly eats anything in luncheon, because this is the thing she was repeating in the chapter again and again. Even finishing a lot of dishes creates humor. Okay, because she herself ordered champagne, then salmon, caviar, asparagus, cold coffee with ice cream, है ना. So this all things create humor. आपको भी पढ़ के हंसी आई होगी, मजाक आपको लगा होगा कि कितना फनी है, लेडी कैसे बिहेव कर रही है. The story becomes more humorous when she repeatedly advises the narrator not to eat mutton chop, which in her opinion is a heavy dish. What about the rest of the things that she had written? The woman departs, calling the narrator a humorist when he explains with humor that he will eat nothing for dinner that night, which clearly shows that she herself is a humorist, as her behavior and statements arouse laughter. I hope you are clear with this answer, Vache. Now it is the life skill question for you. If you come across such a guest at home, how will you behave? आपके घर अगर इस तरह का कोई गेस्ट आ जाए तो आप कैसे behave करेंगे? बेटा, we are taught, we are being born and brought up in such families where guest is considered very respectable person, है ना. कोई भी क्यों ना आ जाए गेस्ट फॉर्म में, हम उन्हें अच्छी तरह ट्रीट जरूर करते हैं, है ना. If I come across such a guest at home, I will try to behave courteously. मैं उनसे बहुत तमीज से behave करने की कोशिश करूँगी with him or her, and offer her as many things as possible. जितनी चीज़ें मैं possibly उनको खिला पिला सकती हूँ, offer कर सकती हूँ, उन्हें definitely खिलाऊंगी. I will not panic even if the guests eat more dishes. मैं बिल्कुल भी परेशान नहीं होंगी अगर guest क्या कर जाए कुछ ज़्यादा भी खा लें तो, है ना. Because जो कहते हैं ना कि अगर even if a poor person is there and some guest arrives, the poor person will not like to be like that his poverty is the subject, है ना. वो नहीं चाहेंगे कि मैं अपनी गरीबी को दिखाऊं, तो वो भी क्या करेंगे, कोई भी गरीब, आप किसी गरीब के घर भी चले जाओगे ना तो वो भी आपको ढंग से ट्रीट करता है. तो डेफिनेटली क्या हमें क्या करना चाहिए, अगर कोई भी गेस्ट क्यों ना आए, हमें उनको अच्छी तरीके से उनको ट्रीट करना चाहिए, चाहे कोई भी क्यों ना हो बच्चे. Now moving on to values A part. Observe the following remarks made by the woman during the luncheon. See बेटा इतने सारे remarks दिए उन्होंने. I never eat anything for luncheon. I never drink anything for luncheon. I never eat more than one thing for luncheon. Discuss these statements in the light of her behavior during the luncheon. ये statements उन्होंने कब कही जब narrator ने कहा कि आप lunch में क्या लेंगी तो उन्होंने कहा मैं कुछ I never eat anything. Then he asked for drink. आप पियेंगी क्या? I never drink anything except if you so insist I'll order champagne. है ना? I never eat more than one thing for luncheon. Then she ordered caviar. Okay, so these are the statements made by the woman. Let's do the answer now. During the luncheon, the lady was giving various statements such as she never eats anything for luncheon. On the other hand, she ate the most expensive dishes at Ford's. उन्होंने काफी सारे dishes को ना सिर्फ order किया बल्कि taste भी किया. It clears that the woman was a hypocrite. Hypocrite बेटा होते हैं जो बहुत चालाक थी वो lady. She enjoyed expensive lunch on the narrator's money. उन्होंने क्या किया narrator की money पे खूब सारी चीजें को क्या किया relish किया, enjoy किया. She did not feel ashamed while doing so. उन्हें बिल्कुल भी ऐसा करते हुए शर्म नहीं आई. Moreover, she advised the narrator to eat only one thing in lunch and follow. Remember, she said, "Follow my example." So, when you are not doing the thing and you are setting an example that follow my example to others, so it will be definitely a hypocrisy on your part. तो वो woman के part पे वो क्या था एक बहुत ही कहते shameful act था because she was constantly advising narrator to eat only one thing because whereas the narrator had just eaten one thing, that was mutton chop. I hope you are clear with this. Yes. she careful? Was she attentive towards the narrator or was she self-centered? क्या वो अपने बारे में she was selfish? वो अपने बारे में ही सोच रही थी, अपना ही इंजॉय कर रही थी. क्या उन्होंने नरेटर के बारे में सोचा? अनडाउटली हम बिना किसी डाउट के हम कह सकते हैं दैट द लेडी वाज सेल्फ सेंटर्ड. उन्हें नरेटर की बिल्कुल भी परवाह नहीं थी. द नरेटर वाज फ्लैटर्ड बाय द वुमन व्हेन शी एडमायर्ड हिज writing and invited her to lunch. As the lady had expressed a desire to meet him, so he thought to give her a little luncheon at Ford's. The woman enjoyed all the expensive dishes on the narrator's money. She did not care about the bill. Therefore, we can say that she was really a self-centered woman. Okay? If she had been considered, she would not have ordered so much dishes and she would not have, given her example to the narrator. Yeah, beta.